Peace, love, and blessings. I'm back. Sorry about that connection. So yeah, I'm here for another reading. Okay, as always, take what resonates. That mind what doesn't. Perhaps you look through another reading and that captures you, and it'll be yours. It'll be pertaining to whatever you came to look for, whatever, what have you. For a personal reading, contact me via lsupclose.com or 347-460 2060 or 2030? I don't know. Go on to LS Up Close. No, go on to LS Up Close at IG under contacts, or my link tree at LS Up Close, and get my contact info. The address that's there is only for if you guys want to send me something, or if I'm doing a return, which I haven't done in a long time. So yeah, I'm saying that for the record, because I don't do with the merch I'm dealing with now. I don't, no returns. Sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, if I'm wrong, check me, whatever. This has nothing to do with that. So, how was your day? It's so Monday, right? So, okay, I was led to do tarot. If you come on, I appreciate you all the time. And, I'm going to interact. And because I'm going to interact, because that's just how I am, empathic, I'm going to be forced to ignore some of the things because, it'll derail the reading if I'm not careful enough. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. I don't be wanting to talk about no bad. Yeah, it's upside down. I got it. Alright, so the reading, I got a feeling of it before I got on here today. Because as I stated before, especially, I believe we're all pieces of a huge puzzle. And when we share our world and our stories, we will and can help others. That never happens. What song is that? That's Little John. Let's see if it ties into this reading somehow. So, yeah, that's got me. I want to fall on the floor laughing. If you know me, you know I'm a little bit silly. Why? Little John. So random, too. Oh, boy. So, all right, where was I? I'm doing the tarot. I was supposed to do tarot. The day was Monday. It was sweet, but it was still Monday. No, I mean, I don't have much to complain about. I did spend a lot of time with my babies, and that part was great, awesome. Got to with all three, so that's great, always. So yeah, okay, I'm jumping in. I see business partnerships, of course. My readings are mostly for people, go-getters, people that's from small to extremely well businesses and or entrepreneurships. So, you know, I like to say that. I can read anyone, like literally. But, like these general readings, I find that 9 out of 10, they come out like that. Actors, comedians, big, big shoes. And it doesn't have necessarily mean successful in traditional people's eyes, but just people with the spirit of, I'm doing my own thing, black sheep spirit, you know. So, which in my book, if you don't have to, you know, if you're good and you're on your own, even if you're unknown or a little bit known, whatever the KZ list, if you're good, then you're great in my book. But that's just me. Everybody has their own, you know, thing. But anyway, and of course, if you're, you know, all that in a bag of chips and known and all of that, I love when you come through on these readings. So this probably looking like one. I see again tied over a decision. You know, I hate to talk about the negative because this in itself is different. And I just don't want to sound weird. But, you know, I see BS. I spoke of witchcraft recently. Again, those of you who resonate, you take it or you don't. You know, I see heartbroken. Someone's heartbroken and might have been playing with things that they don't know about, that they shouldn't know about, that's not of this realm. I'm sugarcoating, yeah. You know, they might have done some spell work here. So you got some stuff going on, a little bit out of the norm. I'm hearing things falling, even some spiritual stuff that you're like, what the hell is going on with me? Someone's hair, problems with their hair, problems with your diet, your doctor is telling you some mess, or you feel like it, so you're afraid to go and have a checkup and hear the worst. I'm here to tell you, you're not going to hear the worst. It's all not in your mind, but it's well, yeah, you can say that. You know, you got to get your mind strong, and you have to, if the case for you that is watching, if the case is that you dealt with someone that this could be possible, you know, this possibly could be the case, see a spiritualist like me, you know, contact me to get clean from everything without breaking bank when you come to me, though. Like literally, my prices are up on Ellis Up Close Linktree. You'll see pricing. Go check them out. You know, there's no surprises or anything like that. So if you have someone that you trust in, because you can't just go to anyone. You got to go to white light workers that don't deal with the darkness. And have that removed. You know, go to God, pray day and night in between time. If you wasn't doing that already, and if you was, double it up. I'm gonna even give you a tip. I've said this before. You know, you light a white candle, and you set your intention. Good intention. We're not gonna send it back. We're not, because karma takes care of all of that. not just yet. Sometimes you have to just give somebody a taste of, like, I'm not playing with you, because they'll keep on. Most likely, if they're dumb enough and crazy enough to do such a thing, they'll keep on. So, individually we'll talk, or, whoever, I don't know what you wind up choosing to do. But if you're with me, I'm going to tell you eventually we'll see if we have to go there or we should go there. We don't put spells back on people. We might do a reversal, if push comes to shove, literally. However, I would suggest white candle, deep prayer, meditation, and a stop. Request a stop to it. And pray, of course, you're going to pray for your enemies. That they get what they deserve, and that you remain protected, and you don't wish them no harm, but you wish them to get what they deserve, and to tell them, relax, to stop. You minding your business, I see it. You're minding your business, you're doing what you want to do. They want you tied up and all messed up in the game. But that's not possible, because my people here that come check me over here, that's watching this right now, is not that person, So, with your powerful mind, you're going to move all over this. You're going to continue to walk over this situation. And if you want the pathway smoother, then I gave you a few tips, and you already know to hit me up if necessary, if and when necessary. You're clearly, the Sun card is a very strong card. Your other celebrity on the way to, or have connections in the world. Definitely, I'm getting, okay, because everybody's not, okay, if not that, you are definitely a type of person, like I said, you are the sun in you are the master of your domain. Where you're at, wherever you're at in your part of town, you that girl, you that guy. Heavy on the masculine energy, though. I got heavy masculine energy from the beginning of this reading, and then I went on to a possible female. And they're trying to blind her, because it's always someone close to you, So, or that have been close to you. Oof, that was crazy. Can you see that? Did you see that? So a crystal fell right over the car, and the right crystal, so it was great. If you know, you know. Alright. So that was the tarot. I was getting so heavily like, pull some tarot out today, no later than today. Hangman. Yeah, you're confused over some bit. Okay, I got this, picking up from the last reading. Confused over a business matter, a business relationship. And I believe, as I saw it before, it's a confusion because, or maybe I didn't, okay, sometimes people will put confusion spells so that you can fall out with the people that's actually the right people that should be in your corner, or you should be working with. I mean, use your common sense. If the person is deliberately doing stuff that doesn't make sense, or even too many mistakes, you you know, you got to do what you have to do and move on, move forward. But if it's light stuff, know that a spiritual cleansing should be had as soon as possible. Power baths. Well, I name mine power baths. The people do spiritual baths. Check me out. Best solution I could give you if you don't want to do that, you're not ready, whatever the case is, get into the sea, get into the ocean. Like I inboxed a professional a few I don't know, a few months ago. I don't know. I like that song he made after that too. No. Yeah, go be a messy, if you come to me, everything just while I'm here is very confidential. I would never be disrespectful, to first of all to God, because this is a gift and I treasure it. I don't know why I just said what I said, but nobody would ever figure that out, and I was really just joking. But it would be cool to find out something. I inbox people randomly. If I feel like you need the help, I'm gonna tell you, yo, and when I say randomly, throughout the years, like even before I came out with saying, to the world that I have the gift, because locally everybody knew, but I didn't do it as much. I didn't do it consistently, or right. I didn't do it consistently. I didn't tell much people. Depends on my job. People come, as a ex-bartender, people would come, and a lot of deep conversations were had. So of course I'm like, all right, turn it on and help them out. And then so a lot of people at work did know, and then it progressed through the years. But to come on the camera and say this all new, about 2 years maybe, or almost. So where was I? I'm having a whole conversation. So yeah, I was saying that I randomly, I'm seeing these are, whoever you are, it's because of who you are and how you are that you're going through this. This too shall pass, You should never discount someone's pain or misfortune. So, I feel for anyone going through some dark times or emotions. You don't appear to be going through some dark times and dark emotions, but you are experiencing some mess. And you're pulling through it. You coming through it. You got God on your side. With the Ace of Wands. That hand, and this keeps coming out too. Ten of Cups. So this is the after it all, at the end of the day, that's what happens. You got your family, you have the things that make you happy, and right now it's like you're carrying some burdens. The card is upside down. I got today 999. I kept seeing it. I saw it. I took several pictures. I posted one. That was actually an old picture, but I was looking through the phone. It was empty and stuff as always. And it was like, well, not that old. I was like, it was last week, Friday or something like that. Anyhow, that picture jumped out at me. I'm like, what happened to this? And I thought about that moment, whatever. Do I say spirit? I don't know. God. I like to think it's God. I know Mother Earth gives me messages on the regular. So especially when I'm outside, I'm usually barefooted on my ground and channel even more like that. So my ancestors and them give me the insight. And why people are making noise right now? So yeah, it was like, okay, 999 completion. So put it up because they completed a cycle. So I wrote completed a cycle. I typed on there completed a cycle 999. So I'm getting that with this too. With this being upside down, it's like it's a lot to hold. You know, you get over one thing, here come another, this person, that person, this thing, this situation, and it's like too many things back to back, and you're not understanding why. And it's like the more you pull away from people, places, and things that you feel is bad, the worse shit is getting. But that could be, that's a combination. It's not could be, I'm seeing. It's a combination of the work that was done because they want to keep the pull on you, the hold on you. And then it's also a combination of just how it is. When you first go into church and or whatever spirituality regimen, or just like even saying even like when you dedicate your life, your time, you say, I'm going to go to the gym. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to lose the weight. Here come the local spots with some new dishes, with discounts, with all kind of craziness. Now you want to eat this one day, and then it turns into two, and it's like, and here go, you're out of control. Shopping. I want to do less shopping. Oh, everybody, then the phone reads your mind. So if you think about shopping at all, here come Macy's, here come Bloomingdale's, here comes everything, Nordstrom, Saks. Oh, 60% off just for you this weekend. Out of the blue, here come a party, a situation. Oh, come, let's do this. I want to become abstinent. Here come all the exes that you ever drink the beer. I don't know. You get the picture what I'm saying. So it's a combination, and that's all. And I'm saying it light, but I see it's not light. Empress, High Priestess, Queen of Wands, you on top, King of Wands. There's a lot of more things to I could get into, but I'm not. Tarot be long, drawn out. If it's personal, then, I'm going to go there. I want to close out this deck. Is what I want to do. But ultimately, I see you winning. I see you doing good. Emotionally, okay, it's a different story. You're like it's like roller coaster stuff. Like, emotions they're high, they're low. You're dealing with a loved one that I see concerned with or for. With the Five of Pentacles. Let's say have patience. Have patience, have strength. Pray. And that's all you could do, because God doesn't make mistakes. And however the situation goes is how it should be. So all you do is be patient. And I was patience. Patience is definitely a topic of today. So definitely work on your patience. Why did I get to be upside down, confused? You are, B community, you are a powerful creator. Told you. Your work blesses everything you touch. The B was upside down because this is for y'all. And I understand this. Because I'm like, why was it upside down? Okay, so as I stated, you are a powerful creator. As the card is stating, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Alright, so this is a description of who I'm talking to. I believe for the next 3 cards. Snow Leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for you. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. And that is very hard for you. Some of you or one of you, I feel like that is very hard for you. And you have to stop with the feeling like, you know you are great. You should know you are great without anyone telling you that you are great. So if you're feeling like you should be quiet and hush and tiptoe about something for a little while, not tiptoe, but just keep it to you for a while. It's for a good reason. And if you don't, you're still great. You're still going to shine. You're still going to continue to... Can no human being on this planet mess with anyone I'm talking to? That's for sure. You do have a relationship with God or higher power, however you put it. So, can't no one get the best of you, period. However, for swifter results, smoother results, you're going to listen to what I'm trying to tell you, period. So, Swan Grace, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with your dignity and the spirit of beauty. For some of you, that's somebody being jealous. Like, even in the picture, it looks like that. And saying that. For others, it's just reminding you of who you are. It's a reminder of who you are and to connect with that. And, rewind those words back and repeat that to yourself in the mirror. And picture whatever it is you have to picture. But snap out of whatever it is that's going on. Because you're way beyond it. Okay, so personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom what wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So, tiger is my animal. I'm getting the white and black tigers. Maybe you want to look up the white and black tigers and see how that applies to you. Also, a black duck. So I want you to do your homework and look that up and see how that applies to you. Also, whatever totems or animals you've been seeing lately, something just dropped by itself. I don't know if you heard that. Confirmations. So, you gotta be a tough cookie to deal with this here. I ain't even gonna go in and sound too cocky, but I'm connected. Basically, to God be the glory. I know most of you like, wait, if you heard that, it's a little bit scared. Don't be scared. Ain't nothing scarier than evil ass human beings. There's nothing scarier. I mean, they can the what do you call? I don't know. People, past souls and spirits and things like that. It's hard for me to believe that they can hurt people. And if and when they do, I'm sure it's, I don't know. It's hard for me to believe. But you know who can hurt you? A person. Even people that's non-violent, even people that's non-confrontational at all. Because they can make a phone call, they can cause all kind of havoc in your life. That's who you should fear, not none of that. Is it paranormal stuff? Yeah, no. I pause and I think because I've seen some stuff online. Well, not online. Back in the day, there's a Spanish movie. I don't know. There's some things, different things I've seen in different third world countries. Also in DR, where it's some like very deep stuff. You know, of course, my dad's side is from Haiti. So you hear a lot of things. You know, they also, my Haitian people were the first to fight slavery and win. So, and they used their spirituality as well to do that. So, you know, look, I definitely have stories of my own before I knew my power and stuff. So that's why I'm very careful on how I speak. Words are spells. Very careful on how I speak and who, you know, especially with my children and loved ones. And I really try not to get so angry with people because of things. You know, I was just thinking about this guy that passed away many years ago. He was a trickster. He was annoying. He wasn't the type that would start fights with police. And here I'm going off the deep end. But I'm going to share this story because he came up and he been, I don't know, it came in my mind a few times. I don't know why. God know from the BX. So if you know him, you know him. A lot of people knew him. And, you know, he was always getting on my nerve, like on my last nerve. We had love for him, of course. He's, you know, somebody from the neighborhood, from Watson. He would come down Boynton between Watson and Westchester often. and get on my last nerve. At that time, we were all there, and at that time. So this was in the early 90s. I was a kid. And one day he didn't come back around. And we were like, what happened? That weekend. Was it that weekend? I believe it was that weekend, Friday. I don't know what happened. One of those days, that week, it was in the summer. The police claimed that he had the dog charge at them. Like something he wouldn't do, he just wouldn't do. And I don't know, they said he was on the roof and him and the dogs fell off the roof. And you understand, we used to all be on the roof, at different times. Like, it just didn't make sense. If you know, if you're from the Bronx, back in those days, Brooklyn, the roof, we were hanging the roof. Sometimes you jump, even them jumps, if it wasn't that deep, we'll jump, right? All that. If you seen Madonna, who's that girl? She did it. It was a normal New York thing. And somehow, because today, hell never. But yeah, homeboy, he plunged his, demise, and they blamed it on him. Shout out to the great cops we have. Shout out to the great police. But y'all already know, everybody already know it ain't always, everybody ain't righteous in that world, in any world at that. Yeah, so why did that come up just now? Oh, I was thinking like, yeah, control, you gotta control your anger and things like that. And now, I don't know, it's kind of what, I don't know. Don't know. Funny it is not. That's some like nervous giggles. I don't know who that's for. That's probably for someone. For me to even come up with that, like, yeah. Gold. Keep God first, nostalgia. Alright. So who this for? Keep God first. Gold. Nostalgia. Okay? So that was for somebody. I'm sure that story was for somebody. Because it was very uncomfortable to share, and I'm sure I missed some spots, and now probably sounding a little bizarre. But ultimately, we all know God is in control of all this here. So, period. Hey. How I felt some... All right. Purple vibes. You're amazing. Yeah, no. Hi, you beat the odds. Alright, so I'm speaking it. Okay, basically, that story, a lot of people with hard heads, they don't make it this far. Heart sees to you too. And the fact that you're here, you made it. You know, you beat the odds. It's telling you you're gold. Every time I turn around, you being gassed up by my ancestors and them. That's what we're gonna call where we get this stuff from. You being gassed up tonight by my ancestors and them. Constantly, I keep saying, you know, you're gold. You know, this and this. You're amazing. I got the 777 again. So this is definitely a continuum. Because I felt the last reading prior to this, I felt like it was for someone very special. I was led to purchase this purple candle. I know it's prepared, but this is mine. You can't have it. But purple candles, you got to be really careful with purple candles. You got to be really in touch and in attune with Mother Nature, with Earth, with God, to be messing with this fire. The candle magic, it is the most powerful. So you better know what the hell you're doing. Especially when you're working with certain colors like black, purple. You know, black, as innocent as it is, because it is really innocent, it's pure. It fights anything coming at you, and literally fight it off. And that's what it's for. Predominantly, I know other people do it for other things, use it for other things, but at its best, that's what it's for. However, because of the connotation, the perception that black is not so great, you have to be careful with certain colors. Purple, deep purple, I'm not even sure actually why, because royalty is like, purple is usually royalty and things like that. You know, your crown chakra. You see, I have it paired with several types of amethyst. And lapis lazuli is one of the most powerful crystals, period. One of them, not the most. I believe the most is don't get me. I know it's there. I'm like, for a long time I thought it was black onyx, but it's not. The white quartz is very powerful. Very powerful. But, you know, I never do this too. So these are, if anything is jumping out to you, go get it. Order it with me or go get it. If I don't have it online, I have. Just, you know, it'll actually help me if you point it out. You know, if anything I mention is not there or whatever. Because those are the main ones I suggest everyone should own. Especially if you're on the path of, you know, your own thing. So, you know, basically, I could close this reading. You know, this is, yes. Ooh. Oh, why? 333. A new location keeps jumping out, so I'm going to say it. Shadow work, 333. 333 in my book is always God, unless I'm told to research the number well. Yeah, peace be still. So I won't close this up, but yes, 333. So I believe in the Holy Trinity. Probably a lot different than most Christians. So I don't consider myself. I don't want to take a denomination, you know, for many reasons. But I do believe in the Father, the Spirit, and the Holy Ghost. I believe when we gone, we come back. Things like that. 333 came out. So I'm certain that God's got your back. That's a reminder. Not to worry. This time, it will pass. This too will pass. Not going to do, I'm getting no love. I wanted to do a love reading as a bonus today. I'm getting not to. So, health and wealth is good. Ascension, growth, change. So, if you're not feeling well, you're probably just going through ascension. If you're applying anything that I've been telling you, you're possibly going through ascension. Or if you're even here, you're possibly going through ascension, like spiritually. Reading more about spirituality, getting closer with God and what it all means. If that's you and you just don't feel as healthy, and it's not a spell, you're going through ascension, just be still. Like it said, be still, continue on your path, trust God, get a tune with you, and have your continued faith. I am sleepy, so I'll probably be snoring in an hour. Probably if possible. Alright, so this is so strange. Alright, peace, love, blessings. Thank you for joining. I'm out. See you soon with the next one. I'm try to get you a love reading because I don't know why I was get him a love reading. Maybe because I like to people please. I missed the day. When I say I missed the day, it means whatever intuitively was like go on, and then I didn't go on for not a good enough reason. So now I feel like I gotta make up for it, as if I said I was gonna be here to you. I still want to make up for it. You can tell my babies to spoil, right? Thanks for joining, Miriam. So the reading is over, but thanks for joining. Do you have any questions? I don't see a question. Let me see. Okay. Wisdom is your birthright. Let's get connected to nature more, to God more, and ourselves. All right. I'm out for short this time. Later.